Okay, that was weird. The video didn't play. So what the fuck? How the fuck are you here anytime I'm 2 minutes late and other times you don't show up for an hour or two? Just saying. Now let's see. There's a thing I was doing here. Okay, another experiment I was going to do. Media assets. Video clips. I wonder if I can do this as an overlay. I don't think I can. Downloads. No, graphics files only. Okay. I'm just doing a little experimenty to neat video clips. Add. Downloads. So I'm just trying to add something. And it's a green screen, but I don't think I can get it to work on here. Got chocolate from Aldi. Nice. Hey, Loogie. Oh, you watch... Wait. I thought I was only meant to be vertical on Facebook. Am I vertical on YouTube? Loogie, are you watching me on a phone or on a computer? It's a new feature on StreamYard, which I might have fucked up. Anyway, I'm going to try this. Okay, that was a test, and the test tells me it doesn't do what I think it did. So that's gone. Where's comments? I said to put them on screen before. What are we doing here? All right, I did something to make them go away. That's fine. YouTube and your vertical. That's weird. Let me double check something. Huh. Let's see if I can do something here. If I can get rid of it. No, I can't. Okay. So, Safa, you haven't mentioned anything, so I assume you're not seeing me in vertical? Big assumption to make, I know. But, all right, yeah, like I said, it's a new feature on StreamYard, and I appear to have misused it. Gonna peel me a bit of orange peel while I think about that. Okay, so Loogie, that suggests it's something with your settings. I'd only say suggests, not definitely, because who knows? So, yes, it is definitely an option on YouTube for it to be vertical or horizontal. Oh, there are 2 streams listed. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'm not doing that again. That was an experiment tonight because I don't want that confusion. Just trimming a bit of orange peel here. There we go. Nice piece of orange peel now. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I can't switch it off for tonight, so there may be some confusion tonight. But I've learned my lesson, and I won't do it again. Hey, Strictly Sega, how are you going? All right, I need to torch this iCube. I'm just going to make a short video. All right. Tortured that sucker. Wife is slightly drunk. Well, I plan to be at least slightly drunk in the next hour. Besides that, all good. Nice. Okay. All right. Where'd I put my phone? Put it over here. Do. Okay, update your app. Well, it was fucking around then, so much for that. Okay, it's downloading pretty quick. So that's all good in the hood. Let's try that again. Give us a moment to do some housekeeping. Thank you, Trello. Go back to my workspace. Is it working this time? Yes, it updated this time. Good-o. All right, dry gin, coconut liqueur, bitter liqueur, lily blanc, and ceiling. Okay, I am going to make this drink. Nice. I've just got the munchies. Okay. Make a coconut sans Negroni. So, stirring this sucker. All right, let's get everything set up. It's a nice vertical shot of the bar, if anyone just stumbled into the YouTube vertical stream. I'd be wondering where I am, but it is a nice shot of the bar with McGee background. Okay, fucking hurting my finger. Okay, so what do we want? Dry gin. Coconut. Which gin will we use? This one, I think. Actually, shits and gigs, I'm going to use my coconut gin. And what's the other bit? Bitter. stuff ready. Someone walking heavily up the hallway. Oops, got my orange peel. Okay, got to get my light doing from the bed where it was. Because I had it out of the way because the robot vacuum was going in here. So I had to give the robot as much of the floor space as I could. Okay, and the camera. Ugh. Okay. God, I think I've been flexing my finger while doing this because it's really starting to hurt. That makes sense. This is the first time I've tried to shoot a video. No, it's not. It is not the first time I shot a video since fucking up my finger. I did it on Sunday night when my finger was even more fucked up. Okay, what have I done there? So that. Every now and then I marvel at my ability to fuck something up differently to how I've ever fucked anything up before. Yep, that's that. I was backwards. Fancy that. Okay, everything's ready. These lids off. Ooh, gotta open the bottle of Lily. Sadly, it's a crack rather than a pop. Okay. Gin. Right. Well, let's make it, I guess. Get the video of me making it. All right. Gin. All equal parts makes it pretty easy. Coconut. And a bit of aperitif. All right. Dot. Put some ice baby in there. It's time to stop, collaborate, and listen. Stir that sucker. Good stir for 20 or 30 seconds. That's tasting promising. That there. Almost forgot to put it in the glass. And twist of orange peel, twisting the night away. That's kind of nice. Okay. Now I just got to do the talky bit. So I'll be back and chat with you, I don't know, within 5 minutes. Just got to change the setup. Okay, we get this one switched on. And this one switched on. Where are we? That looks about right. There we go. Is this working? Yep. Okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm going to make a Negroniation. I should actually go with that. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm going to make a Negroni variation called a Coconut Sans Negroni. Anyone who knows me knows one of my variations is going to be not to use Campari. That's just way too bitter for me, even in small doses. I just can't get used to it. But this recipe is actually a riff on a white Negroni, so it recommends a genteel liqueur like Suze or Sailor's. I don't have those, so I'm using another bittersweet aperitivo I have. This is a grapefruit-based Australian aperitivo. It's a very light orange color, so that's not going to ruin the white Negroni effect. It calls for gin. It calls for gin and a coconut liqueur. I'm using a rum-based coconut liqueur that I've made at home. Fun tip, easiest way to do that, get a can of sweetened condensed coconut milk, pour rum into it, let it sit and merge for a couple of days, then filter it out. This is the best tasting coconut rum I've ever had, honestly. And for a bit of fun, I thought I'd do a coconut gin as well. This was a limited edition done from Steve the Bartender's Threefold Distilling. The final touch is an aromatized wine like Lillet Blanc, and it's equal parts of all of those, so I'll show you how to make it. In your mixing glass, put 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of gin, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of Lillet Blanc, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of your coconut liqueur, and 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of your bittersweet aperitivo. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice and garnishing it with a twist of orange peel. There was a recommendation to serve this up, but given that it was clear, I thought it was perfect to go with the sexy clear ice. Will look really good, but let's taste it. This is actually quite pleasant. Like I say, Campari is way too bitter for me. If you're a bitter fan, you can use something more bitter in it, but the equal parts, this is a pretty good balance. And as much as I usually say I don't like a Negroni, I like this one, the Coconut Sans Negroni. Cheers. And I do actually like this. Not a 9 out of 10, but it's good. Actually, I have to do a few more sips of it. And I'll sit down and talk to you fine people. I need to switch a whole bunch of things off. Okay, and this off. So we have a romantic mood lighting rather than stark white lighting. Get the camera out the way. I moved my second drink cart back to the kitchen. Everyone keeping track of adventures with floor cleaning robot. Oh, yes, okay. Let me sit down and see what you all been doing. Okay, and we're back. I'm going to put some cherries on this too, just because I want cherries. Loogie, fun fact, your cat just tried to scold you for not giving her breakfast, not knowing you'd already set out a breakfast when she wasn't looking. Cats are just very demanding. Shadow's taken to announcing herself very loudly every time she comes into a room. It's like she's worried we've forgotten she exists. It's like, no, we haven't forgotten you exist, okay? You remind us all the time. Ooh, okay. There's just mushy. Looks like just mushy remnants of cherries in here. Oh my god. Wait, where's my bar spoon? I think I need a spoon to get some of these fragments. It's on the bar. Where's my bar spoon? On the bar. Okay. We are at the dregs of this cherry jar, I tell you what. Okay. What do we got here? See what I can get here. Just little bits of cherry. All right. Cherry. It tastes a bit like cherry cough syrup. All right, so then I'll be down to my backup jar of cherries. Does that mean I'm going to convince myself to buy something from Nick's Wine Merchants because they sell the cherries cheaper than anyone else? They do regularly have good specials. No two ways about it. But I really shouldn't buy more shit. 3 for I did do that on purpose, by the way, strictly saying it. It's kind of substandard remnants of cherries, but I tell you what, the coconut elements of this are quite good. Look, when you took your cat to look at the bowl, she looked back at you like you performed magic. But how? I love when we anthropomorphize cats, actually. It's very funny. Okay. These remnants of orange peel. Might even do a second bit of orange peel because it's pretty big orange. Yeah. It might not be any good after a couple of days. Interesting orange peel fact that people who don't peel oranges a lot for garnishes might not know. Once you break the orange peel, it starts to dry out, like the oils that keep it supple, I don't know, are like leaking out somehow. I did see that on the Dan site, Strictly Sega, 12% off. I don't think they... Okay, you know what? While we're doing it, I'm going to go on. Dan Murphy's. Okay, I'm probably not logged in here. Let's have a look. Okay, what are we fucking doing? Oh, it has got my login and password here. Okay. Oh, we've got multi-factor authentication at Dan's, so people can't buy booze on my account. I like it. Continue. I did not know they had multi-factor authentication at Dan's. They should on a commerce site. Online frenzy, site-wide, ends Wednesday. Is that today? Okay. Okay. Cherries. Shitty cherries. You got Luxardo Maraschino, but not. Oh, there we go. Oh, the maraschino cherries 2-pack for $50, $25. So it's only $20 at fucking Nick's. So with the still be $22 with the discount. So I don't think it's worth it. But mind you, wait, where's the offers? Have they changed it? No, I think they've changed the layout on the site. Member offers. You shop along with me. I did spirits. This match cheapest. Show you what I'm looking at. Let's have a look. Go next. Yeah. Well, see, now it depends if there's something that I want / need at Dan's. So I'll show you. Let's have fun. Let's go shopping, as Tony Barber was fond of saying. See if we see anything good. Ooh, that's what. God, the vertical is interesting. Okay, let's have a look. What's here? I'm literally going, show me the cheapest things you have. And we'll work our way up to more expensive things. Little Fat Lamb Salted Caramel Cream Liqueur for 700 mils for $15. Little Fat Lamb is the work of the devil, quite honestly. Oh, of course, now I'm going cheap, so it's sample bottles. We've got to get past sample bottles to full-size bottles of things. Show 24 more. When are we getting to actual things? Cans. We've got to get up to $40 or $50 before it's something I'll actually buy. Some liqueurs. Come on, let's fucking go. No, still. Okay, now it's getting into stuff that I might actually get. Liqueurs, brandies, Bailey's Cinnamon Scroll. Ugh. Galliano. What that? I've got 70s Galliano. Cherry Spirit. I love that the market is like, oh, this is like spiced rum, except it isn't, so we can't call it rum. So it's just a spirit. It's just flavored ethanol, I guess. Never getting it. Brandies. Because I'm looking because I think they had Archie Rose Bone Dry on special, and I did use up my last of it the other day. Bundaberg's Select Vat Rum. Not really a fan of Bundaberg vodkas. Tanqueray. That old J pineapple spirit. Come on, let's keep going. See-through vodka. Okay. Marionette orange curacao. Actually, I know where to get Marionette liqueurs cheap, like $40. But I don't really need any of those. We're into the $50 range now. We're getting close to things I might actually buy. For some reason, Dan's has been selling husk rums cheap. They're a decent rum, either South Australia or Western Australia. And Dan's has been selling the whole husk range quite cheap. Like that's, what's that? $15 off? Yeah, it's $15 off. So less than $50 for a coconut rum. I mean, that's not bad. Chocolate brownie whiskey liqueur. I can make my own liqueurs. I don't need to be buying these things. We're up to the 60s. See, there's another husk from 83 down to 69. Nice. Bundaberg bourbon barrel rum. That's interesting. I'm not really big on Bundaberg rums, and I don't really need rum, so I'm not going to get it. But aged or finished in bourbon barrels is, kind of interesting. Here we go. 4 Pillars fresh yuzu. I'm looking for Archie Rose bone dry, and in fact, I'm going to stop looking at these in a minute. Archie Rose Emerald Finger Lime. Come on, surely. It must be here. It is, and stop calling me Shirley. Will the Never mark down from 80 to 65? Never make good gins. They're South Australian. Another 4 Pillars. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do one more addition to the scroll through. If it doesn't show up, I'm just going to look it up. And now we're up to $100 a bottle. Again, I swear to God, Dan's filtering thing is for shit, actually. It makes no sense how they do. 1 liter of bloody Shiraz for 95 instead of 120. I mean, that's okay. Sneeze. Okay, it stopped doing it. Okay. Archie Rose bone dry. Oh, wait, I spelled Archie wrong. It is, and that is 69. Nice. So was it 12% off? So I'd get somewhere, and it'd be down to about $60. I mean, that's tempting. Anyway, that's enough of that foolishness, online shopping. Hey, Justin, by the way. Yes, I am double streaming. That's just an experiment tonight. It won't happen again because I don't want it to happen again. But I can't switch it off. Now they've started. I didn't know it would do this double stream to YouTube. I thought it was doing it to Facebook. How's the finger? Still hurts. It's achy pretty much all the time. It varies from I can almost ignore it because there's nothing through to the pain is really quite sharp and unpleasant. It's okay at the moment. But the permanent, it's not permanent, but the ongoing pain thing, I think I complained about this the other night as well. I'm not used to ongoing pain, and I do not like it. I certainly complained about this to people at work. Okay, so here's the thing. This cocktail I made tonight with the coconut flavored thing, it's quite pleasant. It's inoffensive, but there's nothing negative about it. There's nothing that I go like, oh, it'd be better if we did that. But there's also nothing leaping out as a really big positive. There's nothing in it that makes me go, oh, that's incredible. So I don't think it's going on the 9 out of 10 scores for that. I mean, maybe an 8's good. I would make it again, but it's just pleasant. Bland is probably the wrong word, but it's not far. Justin, you're sick and due to have a sleep study on Friday. How sick are you? Is it like a cold or something? Because I'm assuming you'd have to call the sleep study off. They don't want you to go in if you're sick. I don't know. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Oh, it's a cold. So I guess it depends how bad it is. If you're still going to be symptomatic on Friday, they probably don't want you there. So you're helping me out with the descriptions, not bland, but plain. It's pleasant. It's slightly better than plain. It's pleasant, but it's a bit thin on character. Yeah, Justin, if it's not too severe, a cold or whatever, rhinovirus it is, maybe you'll be fine on Friday. The old sleep studies, they're a hoot. I remember streaming from my sleep study, actually, because they had decent Wi-Fi in the hospital. I had all my sensors stuck all over me. Oh, it's a funny old world. I need to check something. I think it's time to recharge these GoPro batteries. This one's under 40%. And Strictly Sega sent me these new GoPro batteries, which don't fuck me around. The old ones do fuck me around and suddenly say no charge when they've still got 50%. But sort of gives me a little alert. It's under 40%. Oh no, this one's fully charged. Neat. Okay, so that one's fully charged. All right, you got to wait there. Be a while before I have to recharge that. So, Justin, you've had the cold since Sunday, or maybe it'll be gone by Friday. I guess tomorrow's the big day. Like if it's fading tomorrow, maybe bluff through it on Friday. Oh, Strictly Sega, we got to do a Laserdisc video. Okay, I'm going to pour myself a drink. Got to pour. I made another clarified concoction. I actually played around with the milk and it worked. I dissolved Biscoff spread in the milk to make the milk have more flavor. And I didn't know if that would work, if that would fuck up the clarification, but it worked. So I get like a Biscoff flavored drink. I didn't put any sugar syrup in it, and I maybe should have. But it's pretty good flavor. Justin, you've taken honey parrot and help. Look, anything that you think helps can help. The placebo effect is real. All right, I'm going to adjust this just a teeny bit. There we go. All right, so ready to do a so I need to actually give you the invite link. Where are we? And Pat, if you're lurking, this is not for you. Normally I'd welcome you in, but me and Charlie are going to do a Laserdisc video. Man, that is really interesting. I think I'll definitely make a variation of that in the future. Yeah, Safa, I was just editing my video from the other night when I get croaky, and Jesus, my voice gets croaky in some bits of it. Yeah, honey, we're double teaming it. Double teaming the Laserdisc call. Stuff. Home for the Elderly is putting on the website this week. Yeah, Safa, what was happening with my voice the other night was weird because I wasn't sick. The voice wasn't croaky during it, but my voice just went weird and croaky on Sunday night, and I don't know why. Luke, trying to update Discord on Linux is an experience. Damn. Safa, Mrs. Angry put the heater on a couple of days ago because we've had a whole bunch of days in a row where the overnight low is like under 5 Celsius. So I would not have thought we'd put the heater on again this year, but it's an unseasonably cool week, and the heater is in fact on. It's on thermostat, so it only comes on if the temperature drops below a certain level, but it's been dropping below that level since the weekend. I love that, Lukey. You had to argue with the colonel. Not amused. You had to tell the colonel you outranked it. You're a general. Oh, nerd humor. All right, Home for the Elderly joining the studio. Here we go.
What is going on here? You've got 2 streams on it. Oh, right. You've
That's
double
the
streamed.
vertical
That's
one.
what I about before.
So
It's
people,
true.
yeah, if anyone's on YouTube on their phone, they can choose to watch it in vertical. That's a new feature that StreamYard just added today. So I didn't know how it worked. It does this. I won't be doing it again.
Okay.
Safa had butter chicken. I had another one of my keto low calorie meals. Oh, you've got the Archie Rose cans. Nice. What they call it? It was a ketomatic wrap. It was kind of it was basically minced beef, cabbage, and cheese in a wrap. Pretty good. The way I do it, because they say microwave it for 2 minutes, I put a bit of extra cheese on it, microwave it for 2 minutes, and then set it in my sandwich press to toast it crispy. And that's good. That's really yummy. I like that. So that's my thing. So, Charlie, what do you reckon looks better for the video? This angle or this one?
No, when it comes to editing, it's not going to have me in it. I've already done my section, right? So
Okay.
I want you in widescreen so I can just you into the spots where you talk about the discs.
All right. Okay. We're getting funky and clever now.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm right on the ball this time. Yeah. Last time it was a learning, but this time I feel like I've got it together,
All right. All right.
Ready. So this section, I've got Angry Aussie here on this side of me this time. See, I'm pointing the right way. And we're going to have a look at some of the Laserdiscs we've got. And like I mentioned, it's Christmas movies this time instead of horrors.
Ooh, Christmas movies.
Because I want to get in on the jump of Christmas movies instead of the horror films, you see.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. So there's going to be some ones I know you're not a big fan of.
But at least I'm aware of the Santa Claus, a pretty big hit for Tim Allen.
It sure was.
And it was influential enough that it can be referenced in other things. I've seen it referenced in other things like, oh, you're doing a Santa Claus here, as in if you killed someone, you have to take their place. So it had a bit of cultural impact, that movie.
Have you seen the sequels?
I have not sat through all of any of them. I think I've
All
seen
of them.
bits.
Bits, yeah. It's sort of a bits movie, isn't it? It's like you don't need to see all of it to know what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one I know that you've seen.
Yes, Gremlins is a Christmas movie, definitely. Absolutely.
It's a fun one, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm a fan. Okay, because I'm old. I saw Gremlins in the cinema when it was a new movie, and there's a bit in it where the Gremlins take over, and they made the film look like the film had been broken in the projection studio, and the Gremlins start doing shadow puppets on the screen. For the video release, they do
Gremlins.
that's Gremlins 2, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And the
So
video release that had John Wayne talking.
yeah, they actually they do a video oriented interruption. There is a
Yep.
novelization of it where the Gremlins actually take over the words in the book for a while. So they
I never knew
carried
there was
that
a
joke.
version.
They carried that joke into the different media.
On the cinema version, they have Hulk Hogan, who's in the cinema and says, "We want our popcorn hot and we want our movies back on," and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, one of very funny actor. Yeah. Okay, so this is part of a double feature. You see, I'm selling these movies together: Home
Ah,
Alone 1 and Home Alone 2.
yes. Again, you often get the argument, are they Christmas movies? Of course they're Christmas movies. Christmas is central to the storyline in these.
If you're going to call Lethal Weapon and Die Hard a Christmas movie, then you have to call Home Alone a Christmas movie.
Do people call Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie?
Do you remember the Christmas tree scene?
Yeah, I know there is a Christmas tree scene in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a Christmas movie as much as Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Christmas. Well, Die Hard's all about an office Christmas party. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
have you seen
all
the?
set around Christmas. Yeah.
Have you seen? You can get a gift, a Die Hard Advent calendar, and it's the Nakatomi Plaza building. And for each of the days, you've got a Hans Gruber thing, and you move him down one notch on the building for each day in the lead up to Christmas. So he hits the ground on the 25th. I think that's very funny. Oh, Bill Murray Scrooged. Yeah. One of
Yeah,
the
I love
thousand,
Bill Murray.
one of the 1,000 or so adaptations of Dickens's A Christmas Carol, and it is a pretty good modern day adaptation of it, quite honestly.
I call it like an 80s corporate version of the film.
It is. Yeah, Bill Murray is a corporate stooge in the 80s.
Mm. What's your favorite Bill Murray movie? Because I keep on, every time I find a Bill Murray movie, I go, oh, this is one of my favorites. But I can't
Ooh.
really limit it. I know besides Ghostbusters, everyone can say Ghostbusters. That's so easy.
Look,
Groundhog
honestly,
Day.
he was a supporting bit part in Caddyshack, but I think his character in Caddyshack is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And it was all improvised, which made it
Yeah.
very interesting at the time. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Nakatomi Plaza,
There we go. Die Hard. Classic
this is the
Christmas
second
movie.
one, Die Harder.
Oh, is that Die Harder? Okay. That was
Also set in Christmas.
pretty big dip in quality from the first one. But
Oh, hot take.
Oh, just because he's fighting a guy who's like a green beret or something, and I go, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, an average guy fighting someone with advanced combat training is going to get wasted. Plus, the fight on the wing of the plane was just silly.
Yes. I did love the twist.
Yeah,
For those who haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it, so block your ears. Spoiler alert, as they say. There's a betrayal where the army, the soldiers that are working for the airport, turn around and actually are working for the bad guy.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, that surprised me. I did not see that coming.
Hmm. But I mean, it's enjoyable to watch Dennis Franz as the grumpy airport security chief. He's very good. He was most
Yes.
famous for his character in Hill Street Blues, but he's very good in Die Hard too.
And Sipowicz, I don't know his name, but I know him as Sipowicz from NYPD Blue.
Yeah, Dennis
And
Franz.
he was, oh, was that him, was it? Okay. I know him, yeah, yeah. And
Sipowicz was
there
his
was
famous
another cop
role.
as well that was also, who goes, Merry Christmas. Does that smile at him. Anyway, yeah, no, Dennis Franz, that's it. Yeah, Sipowicz.
Yeah.
I love it. What's the joke from The Simpsons? You know, you can't wear shirts with short sleeves with a tie. He goes, but Sipowicz does it, you know.
But Sipowicz can get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so next up, we're back to the regular title. Pardon me, that's going to be edited out. Back up. Next up, we have back to the regular titles. Have you seen this one?
Virtuosity, that is an early Russell Crowe movie. Denzel Washington is featured prominently there on the front, rightly so, because he's a big star. But Russell Crowe is a virtual reality serial killer in that. I genuinely enjoyed that movie. That's like a 90s movie, yeah?
Yeah, and it had a lot of that cyber tech special effects that was really big around that era. That looked a lot like Lawnmower Man, or you
Yeah.
know, like Hackers. There was a whole bunch of movies that were using that style of virtual reality graphics in their films.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you said, a very early Russell Crowe film. He had already done pretty well in Australia, but was just trying to break America. And I think this was one of the first. This and, of course, it's that movie that we like with Danny DeVito and Guy Pearce
LA
and
Confidential.
LA Confidential. Thank you. Yeah.
They give the two lead roles to Australians in a film set in LA, both of
Right.
whom
Yeah.
knocked it out of the park.
Didn't they ever?
Rusty, they're both so good in that.
Okay. This is another fun one. You can see it. Can you tell what it is by the logo on the back? Amiga.
I can't quite tell.
There's a logo on the back that says Amiga
Oh,
Sector.
an Omega symbol. Okay.
Huh?
But no, that's not helping me. Sorry. Oh, True Lies. No, sorry. This is probably my favorite Arnie film. It's great action. It's great comedy. It's great characters. This is, yeah. I'll carve it in stone. This is my favorite Arnie movie.
Nice. Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis is also bringing in this.
Yeah, and
And
she's
for
hot as
once in
shit.
his life, I really love Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold is good in it. Basically, everyone. Charlton Heston is playing it completely straight, and he's hilarious. Like he has no jokes, but he's hilarious.
And who else was in it? Bill Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton was as comic relief. He was very funny.
Yeah.
But like the truth serum bit is probably my favorite bit of the whole thing, where Jamie Lee says, like, you tell me the truth, are we going to die? Yeah, probably. And it's like, so you're a spy. Have you killed guys? Yeah, but they were all bad. I love that's probably my favorite sequence in the whole movie.
Great film, fun movie. And one of my favorite sequences is when the terrorist is shooting the video and talking about his nuclear weapon. and the battery goes flat on the video camera.
And the subordinate terrorist holding the video camera is freaking out because he doesn't want to interrupt the boss. It's so the idea of a terrorist threatening the world with a nuclear weapon being a comedy scene is so funny.
I feel like the film let itself down a bit towards the end when once they killed the bad guy, they had to rescue the daughter that was up on the thing and that crawled onto the plane, and they lowered her down.
Yeah.
And I think if they got her to kind of, I don't know, be rescued by someone else, like one of the people that were in the building at the time or something like one of the other agents, it would have just let the film roll on to the next scene instead of slowing it down.
Yeah, I guess no film is perfect.
But I could offer 20 notes to the film. I don't think Wayne's girlfriend was in the film, and there are certain scenes where she's magnificent, and there are certain scenes when I just feel like that was just time wasted on film with her.
Yeah, Taya Leone. There was a moment where it seemed like she was going to be huge, and she's a good actor and she's gorgeous, so of course they thought she was going to be huge. But she did a few movies and then kind of disappeared.
Okay, next up. Last week we had Young Guns 1, and I'm surprised that nobody bought Young Guns 1. So I thought I'd stick Young Guns 2 up onto the shop, and maybe they'll want to buy both of them at the same time. Young Guns 1 is a sensational film. Young Guns 2, I'm not a big fan of. What do you think?
I don't think I've watched all of Young Guns 1, and I don't know that I've watched any of Young Guns 2.
Okay.
Doing the young heartthrob version of the Wild West didn't really grab me. Like Unforgiven is a modern Western for me. Tombstone is a modern Western for me. Young Guns didn't quite do it for me.
I don't know. There's some pretty cheesy bits in that Tombstone movie when he's walking through the water and he's getting shot at by 20 people, and he's like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Really?
Now, admittedly, most of them are using handguns that are notoriously inaccurate, but he also manages to hit people he's shooting at. That's what's unrealistic.
Yeah. So Young Guns 2, I feel like it was a bit of a cash in on the first one. The first one is a solid action Western film, in my opinion. Young Guns 2 has the song. Blaze of Glory. Yeah, that was the thing. They had a lot more money to spend on the second one too, because the first one was so successful.
Yeah, but sequels are usually a cash grab. Not always, but usually.
Right, yeah. Okay, so you've definitely seen this.
Oh, in fact, watched it relatively recently. Mrs. Angry had never watched it from beginning to end, but she knew some of the scenes, and I just flicked on like TV and it was on, and she went, okay. I said, okay, we're recording it, and when we've got time, we're going to sit down and watch it together. Very, very silly movie. I think Dan Aykroyd was like the main scriptwriter, was on a veritable mountain of cocaine when he was writing. Oh yeah, no, it's very serious. Like Belushi, of course, because he died of a drug overdose, he gets all the attention. But Aykroyd was just on a mountain of cocaine making this movie, which explains some of the choices of the really wacky things that happen in it. But super entertaining movie. It's just like every time you go, oh, it's this scene, I've got to watch this scene. Oh no, it's this scene, I have to watch this scene. It's very good.
Especially the songs. That's where it highlights to me. A lot of the other stuff in between can kind of fade away, but the music will last forever in that film, between Think and James Brown doing the religious thing, Shake Your Tail Feather. The extended version, if you can find the signature version, has a full version of not BB King, John Lee Hooker doing Boom Boom, which is the scene, the song you hear as the Blues Brothers arrive at the Soul Food Cafe. Number two, the only good thing about Blues Brothers 2000 was there's a good selection of great songs on there. There's a Ghost Riders in the Sky and the outro between all the other bands, a band battle with BB King and Eric Clapton battling each other on guitar, and there's some good stuff. But as far as the movie goes, it has some decent comedy. Of course, the nun whacking them on their fingers because they swear, and then pulling out like a rod or some kind of meter ruler or something and just go, whoop,
Yeah.
But overall, the music is what really blows me away.
Absolutely. And because often I'm not a musical fan, and often the songs in musicals are my least favorite part, but the set pieces with the songs in Blues Brothers are fantastic.
That's some good commentary there, Andrew. Thank you. Okay. So here's one I haven't seen, and hopefully you have.
Oh, Crazy People, Daryl Hannah and Dudley Moore. Is he an advertising guy who gets put into? Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I saw it ages ago, like probably when it was first released, and there's some very funny comedy. He's an advertising guy who he's driven insane by the soullessness of advertising, and he starts writing all these campaigns where it's like ads that tell the truth, and so everyone decides he's gone insane because he tells the truth, and he gets put in a mental facility. But then the ads turn out to be really successful, so they get him back, and he works with the other people on the from the mental facility in doing ads. My personal favorite was an ad for life insurance, and there was like a mother and children looking sad, and it's like, sure, it's sad that he's dead, but wouldn't $1 million be good too? Because that's what insurance is. Like, oh, you don't want them to die, but you'll get money if they do.
Excellent commentary. Okay. Next up.
Oh, wow. This is a film to watch high, honestly. Tommy, 70s, The Who. What the hell is happening in this? I've seen this in the cinema, as not in its original run, in a re-release. I have seen this film a couple of times. It's, my God, Roger Daltrey, lead singer of The Who, is Tommy, that deaf, dumb, and blind kid who becomes a pinball champion. And it has definitely the standout hit is Elton John singing Pinball Wizard. It's such a strange film with the cult that builds up around Tommy. It is, boomers, guys from the 60s and 70s who I think did too much acid, came up with the ideas. Worth watching, so worth watching, just as a time capsule for, hey, in the 70s, people thought this was a vibe. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, rock operas were all the rage in the 70s, and only a couple of them actually made it onto film.
Yeah.
The only scene that really I remember is Anne Margaret being covered in bubbles.
Right. Well, that's worth it on its own.
Some may say, yes, especially 70s Anne Margaret, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Back to stuff I know you're going to dig. Are you ready for this one?
All right.
Let's go.
Hell yes. Okay, that is the Tim Burton directed Batman movie. Which
1989.
I'm going to be honest. I never really bought Michael Keaton as Batman. The movie's entertaining, but it's definitely sold by Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And Kim Basinger is gorgeous in this.
Yeah, she is great. Michael Keaton's not bad, but I just never bought him. Like, okay, from those old cheesy Batman movies, controversial take, I think George Clooney was the best Batman in those movies.
Oh,
I think the movies he was in was kind of crap, but I think I think he was the best Bruce Wayne, and I think he. Well, okay, so we're talking Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, and
George Clooney.
George Clooney. I think George Clooney was the best Batman and the best Bruce Wayne, but possibly in the worst of the movies.
Right. Yes, that's where my head's at. My
Yeah.
favorite Batman movie starts off with number 1, and then number 3, which is
Forever.
Batman Forever. I really love this film. A lot of people poo-poo it, but I think it's.
I don't mind it. That's Val Kilmer, yeah.
Just
that's Val Kilmer's Batman movie.
Yes, Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, and Chris O'Donnell. Uma Thurman, was she in this too? Was she? I thought that was number 4 with.
Well, she was Poison Ivy, so I don't remember which one she was in.
Let's look that up real quick.
Because one mistake they made with that era of Batman movies was putting too many characters in them. Because it detracted the focus, I think, when there were too many characters.
Yeah, Batman and Robin is, and that had George Clooney, Uma Thurman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone, Elle Macpherson. I see where you're going with this. Too many characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, number 4 was I personally I'm not a fan of it myself because of I think Arnie just takes it way too comic bookish, whereas the comedy side of it, on Batman Forever is Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey puts this slice of like just crazed, mad, mentalness into this comedy character as well at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's splitting the difference, the problem with Batman Forever personally between me and you is Tommy Lee Jones. I love Tommy Lee Jones, but he didn't understand the project, the Two-Face character should have been done by who was the guy in the first film? He plays Lando from Star Wars.
Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams should have been Two-Face. He was Two-Face in the film. He was the mayor at the start before they made him. Before he gets goes through the stuff. It just made sense, and I feel like they were trying to chase after names.
Yeah. But the Nolan films, they did Two-Face right in the Nolan films. Harvey Dent.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent, that's the character's name I was thinking of. Thank you, yeah. So, Heine's a big fan of the next one.
All right.
And hopefully you are too.
Oh, yes, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Definitely. This is a rare example of a sequel that massively elevates the original, because the original Terminator was comparatively low budget and was a surprise hit. So they really poured it into Terminator 2 and it paid off. Terminator 2 is fantastic.
But Terminator 1 showed that you could do amazing style over substance if the film is in the hands of an incredible director, like, having a brain fart right now.
2's James Cameron, isn't it?
James Cameron, thank you, yeah.
Did Cameron do 1? Or
Yeah, Cameron did both, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
1 and 2.
James Cameron got his start as a set painter in Hollywood. You can
and in special effects, yeah.
Yeah, he was a set painter, he did special effects, and he got into directing. And by jings, didn't he do well as a director?
Mm-hmm. Especially when you look at the lineup, that it's an all-star lineup from Terminator 1. Then you've got Aliens 2, Terminator 2. I'm sure I might have missed something along this path. Yeah. And then you got Titanic. Then you have
Avatar.
Avatar, of course.
But he's
drops bombs. He's really, really good director.
Very big hits. Yeah, and again, yes, he's just a good director. Yeah. And
Mm.
again, talk about sequels that build on the original. I'm a big fan of the original Terminator and original Alien, but Terminator 2 and Aliens build on the original incredibly well.
I agree. I agree. The only problem with the Terminator series was the ones that weren't made by James Cameron.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 were absolute garbage. Between having a Terminator come back where it was set to go back before, and there was a Terminator that turned into John.
Yeah, John Connor was a Terminator in one of
It's
them.
just a mess. It was just an absolute mess.
Oh, they would just kept trying to come up with twists, basically.
And what they really should have done is taken the plot of Terminator 6, which is what's it called? Not Genesis, Salvation, I think it's called.
Yeah, okay.
Wait,
I
Terminator.
haven't watched like 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, Terminator 6 called Dark Fate.
Yeah.
And that is what I consider Terminator 3.
Right. Fair enough.
Because I erase 3, 4, and 5 out of my consciousness.
Yeah.
I do not want to know that, especially anything done by Mick G. He is one of my most hated directors. I can't stand that guy. Okay,
Fair
next up is a kid's film. I don't know if you're going to even know this one, actually.
Something Forest?
Once Upon a Forest.
No, that looks like either a very cheap Disney project or a Disney knockoff.
You ever heard of Don Bluth? I think this is a Don
Yes,
Bluth film.
Don Bluth. Sorry, Don Bluth. He may have some fans, but I regard him as a Disney knockoff. Yeah.
See, he was because he used to work at Disney.
Yeah.
And then left Disney to. I don't know if this is even a Don Bluth film. I'll be honest with you. David Krishna.
Yeah.
Jerry Mills.
That's why I said
Charles,
it's either a cheap Disney, because Disney did do some very cheap direct-to-video releases,
right.
or one of the studios who was knocking off Disney style, because there's a lot of that. But
yeah, Don Bluth wanted to do films that were more darker than what Disney was willing to go for after the Black Cauldron came out, because the Black Cauldron lost so much money that they went, no more dark films. We're going to keep it all light and fluffy from now on. And then they brought out Little Mermaid, and that made so much money for them. Yeah. They just followed that trajectory of mixed comedy, mix some music, mix a lighthearted story, and bang, you've got a Disney movie. Whereas Don Bluth went on and did films like Anastasia. Have you ever seen Anastasia?
I haven't seen it, but I know it.
That was a dark film, and it was so good.
That's built on the legend of the Russian royal family being executed by the Bolsheviks, and the urban legend that one of the children, Anastasia, survived, which is a very dark start for a movie. Yeah.
Other films he also did that was quite dark was Land Before Time, where the mother dies.
Oh yeah, that's like there's a certain generation of people that's their childhood traumatic memory.
Oh yeah. It was the twofer for me. It was Land Before Time and Never Ending Story. The horse.
Yeah, the horse dying in the swamp of sadness.
And suicide. Yeah, in the swamp of sadness. Yeah. Other films that Don Bluth is known for, and I know this has got nothing to do with the video I'm going to be making, but I'm talking to you just generally. American Tail.
I was wondering if he was Fievel, American Tail. Yeah.
And he also did The Secret of Nymph.
Oh, yeah, which is about rats?
Yeah, it's about a little chipmunk or something like that gets like cancer.
Yeah. Secret of Nymph.
And he finds magic to save it. Have you ever seen Titan AE?
Yes, I have.
That was Don Bluth.
Okay.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, yeah, I think that was pretty successful.
Yeah, and also, of course, the video game. He did video games as well. Dragon's Lair.
That's right. That was a video disc-based.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Video.
that was Don Bluth. And nothing to do with the video. No, I'm not going to be using any of this footage. I'm just chatting. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
chatting. That's cool.
This is the last disc on the selection today. And I know you've seen this. I 100% because we have talked about this movie many times.
Aha! Independence Day. That is a high watermark in lightweight blockbuster movie entertainment. I pretty much love everything about Independence Day, and I don't care about how silly and cheesy. I love the callbacks to War of the Worlds because he defeats the alien with a computer virus. In War of the Worlds, they die because they catch a cold.
You're right.
That was a great War of the Worlds reference. I mean, pity they didn't have any antivirus software running on their computers.
Of course. And the question is, what kind of serial port connected a laptop to the computer's internet as well?
Yeah. It's one where you don't want to think about it too much and pick holes
No,
because the holes are a mile wide.
no.
Just roll with it, and it's such an entertaining movie.
The aliens were using USB-C and we hadn't invented it yet. So,
Yeah. It's such a fun movie. It's just it's funny, it's action packed. It looked really cool. There was real tension.
A great cast between Bill Pullman, Will Smith. There was the dude who plays Data from
from Star Trek. He was the crazy scientist who'd been in Area 51 with the alien artifacts for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Independence Day cast. Who else was in it? Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum. I forgot I mentioned Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, he's very good.
Judd Hirsch. Remember Judge Hirsch? Randy Quaid was in it. Oh my god.
He's the crazy guy in the trailer.
I'm no fan of Randy Quaid, but that was funny.
He's funny in it. Yes.
Harvey Fierstein was his. Harvey
Fierstein talks like this. Yeah. It's like he smokes too much and he's always raspy.
Harry Connick Jr. was in this.
Yes, no, Harry Connick Jr. was the wingman to Will Smith, and they have some really funny scenes together where it really establishes their friendship. So it means something when they're both fighter pilots, and it means something when Harry Connick Jr. gets killed by the aliens because it's established how close the friendship between Will Smith and him is. And of course, Will Smith is the only fighter pilot to survive the initial contact with the aliens.
Right, of course.
But
so
Harry
Connick Jr. burns up.
Yeah.
His maker, as they say. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets taken out by an alien, which, actually carries a bit of weight because they'd established their friendship prior to that.
Well, good on Will Smith bucking the trend of black people dying in action movies with aliens.
The first one to die. Yeah. The brother rule, as it's called.
That's the selection for our Laserdisc this week. And
that is some great additions to the site.
Yeah, this week I didn't actually just let the order pick it. I actually went, I'll grab that. That and I'll grab that. I actually chose some, and especially seeing the Christmas things coming up, I wanted people to have the opportunity to get in early and grab their Christmas films so they're ready to watch them before Christmas comes on because people love watching those films around that time of year.
Yep. Every year we got to watch them.
Yeah, the same movies over and over every year. Yeah,
which is why
put on Die Hard 1 2 hour mind.
Every Christmas, the studios try to come out with new Christmas movies that they hope people will watch every year. We had the rare one in Australia last year. How to Make Gravy was released, and
Crackers.
I thought that was okay. Sorry, Crackers.
Crackers was a movie that came out in the 90s that was about a boy who goes with his mum, and he meets his stepdad. His stepdad's a weirdo, and his stepbrother picks on him all the time, and he ends up staying out in the shed with the granddad, and the granddad and him repair a boat and go sailing. And it's a Christmas movie. It's a beautiful Christmas movie. Hang on, who's in it? You'll know the cast.
I feel like I'm vaguely aware of
1998.
this. Bill, is Bill
Okay,
Humber
we've got
in it?
a lot of these actors. You've got to see them to know who they are. You know. Okay, so Warren Mitchell.
Oh, Warren Mitchell. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Terry Gill.
Yeah.
Peter Rosethorn.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie King.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Lyons. Valerie Bader. Yeah. Just when it comes to Aussies like actors,
Yeah.
they're like all faces that you're like, I know him, I know them, I know them, I know.
Yeah. Any Australian, when they see those faces, they know them.
Very, very Aussie movie, like farts and dogs being exploded and all that kind of, like zany shit, Cricket in the backyard. It's very Aussie film. It's on Plex, so you can watch it whenever you want if you ever get the urge to watch a different Christmas movie. And it's nice. It's nice that we've got some different Christmas movies, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
When I grew up, we had a very Agro's Christmas. You remember Agro, the
Cartoon Connection? Yeah.
And me and my sister had a VHS tape full of old school Christmas shows that we'd just sit there at the end of the VHS set and then pull it out each Christmas and watch it. And there was a very Agro connection, a very Agro Christmas. Sorry, yeah. It was called Cartoon Connection. I think the show was.
Yeah, the show was Cartoon Connection.
Yeah, so thank you for having me on again, and thank you for helping with the video. This is going to be you got some great commentary moments in there, and I'll be
great movies.
Yeah, you can check it out. The video will be up tomorrow afternoon, about midday my time, so let's say 2 p.m. your time, on the Home for the Elderly Facebook page is where I put them each week.
Nice.
And I feel like this is going to be one of my better videos. Yeah, so
good stuff.
Thank you.
No, bye.
I'll let you enjoy the rest.
If you want, hang out.
If you, I didn't want to be rude. It's your show.
Yeah, no, hang out. Okay, Pat kept trying to join while we were doing that. I don't know if he's still there.
Pat, come back in now.
If you join now, I'll add you now, Pat. But we were recording that for Home for the Elderly.
Yeah, I see him now on the chat. No, and he's telling me they're doing a video for Strictly Sega.
Now, on the control panel, I saw it pop up a couple of times. He was in the studio, and I was like, yeah, you may well be in the studio, Pat, but we're doing something. So I'm going to add you. But if you're still there, buddy, I'm happy to add you now. But, okay. Now I also feel like pulling out, like, what have I watched in the last week? I did watch the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein movie that's on.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I did quite like it. Like Oscar Isaac being dashing as ever. The creature is played by the unnaturally tall Australian guy, Jacob Elordi. It's kind of like if they want someone to be a tall, weird, unnatural creature in a movie, they get either Jacob Elordi or Bill Skarsgård because they're both about 6'6". It's like,
God, that Good Fortune movie is pulling big numbers on my Plex at the moment.
Oh, I don't know that one. What's that?
And I added Roofman today. That's the new one I added today.
Oh, yes. I saw a trailer for that. That looks interesting.
Good Fortune is Seth Rogen and Keanu Reeves and Aziz Ansari.
Oh, yes. Yes. No, that looks interesting. I want to watch that. Pat's all rugged up in the shed, looking warm, buddy. Also, look, I don't know if anyone noticed when I was off doing things. Look, I got new Jammy pants.
We saw them before when you were making your cocktail video. Yeah.
Monkey pants. I got monkey pants.
They make you look skinnier.
Well, they're okay, I got these, and there's a top that goes with it as well, but that's just a plain grey top from Aldi, like if I go to an Aldi, I've got to go down the middle aisles where all the weird, crazy shit is. You never know what's going to be an Aldi. And they had, because it was the end of winter, they'd really marked down these winter jammies. And I thought, I'm going to get those. And it was like, it was marked XXL. These are not XXL. They're fine.
No,
they fit me.
do that. Yeah.
And also, the model on the packet, he was not an XXL model. Okay, he was a hunk.
Yeah.
But I was surprised how that they're not huge, because I thought XXL, that's huge, and they're not huge, but they're fine for me. But I don't have anything. What do you got an Udi there, Pat? You look very comfortable, very warm. Oh, I think he's frozen. I thought he was just being relaxed, but I think the video is actually. I thought he was just relaxed, but it's like, no, he's frozen. He's got bad bandwidth.
He's zen, yeah.
He's got bad bandwidth in the shed.
That is zen. Yeah.
All right. So,
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Suddenly movement's happening again. Sorry, what are you saying, Pat?
Yeah, you do your arm.
I fell over on Saturday.
You're bad.
When it was really rainy, I was helping my son move, and I slipped on the wet footpath, and I didn't just fall, I fucking dived, face planted into the ground. Like, I'm not joking. I don't think I've ever fallen like this in my life. I just smashed into the ground. Like, there's a little mark here, and I banged.
And there's a mark under his eye, and he scratched his glasses too, Pat.
Yeah, I scratched. Like, I'm wearing different glasses now because the other ones scratched quite badly, and I ignored it for a couple of days, but it got too annoying.
You see my dad's. My dad's gonna that. Let's get a bit bigger. You know what?
Oh, wow.
What did your dad do?
My dad broke that.
He broke it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
yep.
I
right there. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's there.
I dislocated my little finger, and it's strapped to the other finger to keep it straight, and I got to keep it like this for a few weeks. Then I've got to go see a doctor in a few weeks and see if it's mended straight. Apparently, if it wasn't, it's super cloudy here. If it wasn't super cloudy, you could go out and see the Aurora Australis tonight.
Big moon?
No, the lights in the sky because of solar flares.
I didn't saw that.
Oh, you're probably a bit far away, Pat, but theoretically, if I went down to the bay, I could probably see it tonight, but I'm not going to. It was just, it's too cloudy.
I mostly did documentaries this week.
Yeah?
One of them was about Hollywood cliches, things that have been overdone in Hollywood films.
I saw that on your Plex. I haven't watched it, though.
Yeah. One of my hated cliches is whenever the bad guy gets gets killed at the end, it's always this clean, perfect shot right between the eyes and the forehead, like instant death, no suffering, just gone, you know. Yeah. But this movie, this documentary was very. You remember back in the early 2000s, they would have, these talking head kind of shows where they would talk about a topic, and then 5 people would come on and say the exact same thing.
Yes.
In different words, yeah. So it was basically like that. I wouldn't bother wasting your time watching it.
Oh, okay.
And the cliches were extremely cliche because they were all very obviously, talking about meet cutes And you know, you can never meet in a movie natural things. You've got to be doing something strange, and it's like, obviously, you know, you got to make it interesting. It's a movie, you know.
Yeah, it's a movie.
If it's a romance movie, there goes the kitty.
I was yes, there's
I
a
saw-
kitty
I saw
running
Chief.
around. What's that, Pat?
Badlands. That's the new Predator film.
Oh, yeah. There's
Yeah,
actually
I saw
2 films came out this week. I
one
want to
day.
see Badlands and Running Man.
Yeah, Running Man especially. Yes.
You're seeing
that
Badlands
on
next week, Pat?
I don't know. I don't see.
Hmm.
I don't know.
It looks worth
This
it.
one,
I
this
think
one,
I would
10
probably
out of
pick
10.
Running Man over Badlands to see. I like Predator movies, but I'm happy watching Predator at home.
Yeah, that one's 10 out of 10. The best.
10 out of 10. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So he's seen it. And it's 10 out of 10. Okay. Well, there you go.
I have to admit,
Yes.
because I'm always watching movie and TV trailers on YouTube, so it recommends a lot of trailers to me. And as a month or so ago, Running Man popped up, and I thought, oh, who the fuck is doing a remake of Running Man? What a bad idea. And it's got that guy who's like, you know, the overly handsome Hollywood guy who's in it at the moment. And I played the trailer, and it's an Edgar Wright film, so that got my attention to start with. And then I watched it and go, oh, it's a totally different movie. They're actually sticking more to the Stephen King story, and it's still called The Running Man, but it's totally different to the Schwarzenegger film.
And from what I've seen of the director, what I've seen in the movie, the director has gone over the top, trying to use more interesting camera angles because of the drone surveillance. Instead of it being tied, you know, in the first movie, there were cameras that were tied onto the walls.
Yes.
You know, but this one, it's, you know, when action happens, when it's more likely for him to get attacked and killed, then there more drone cameras show up, which is obvious what would happen in the real thing. And you know, so it just there's the scene where he slides into the elevator in the trailer just was
like I literally, when I saw there was a remake of Running Man, my initial impact was, this is a terrible idea, this is shit. And I watched the trailer, and 90 seconds later I'm like, this looks really cool, I want to watch this.
All I had to see was the name Edgar Wright attached
That's
to the
what
film.
got me in.
And I was like, okay, whatever he does, it's going to be gold, because everything I've watched by him is always brilliant. You know, I love everything Edgar Wright does.
Very, very good filmmaker. Yes. So I'm
is one of the best 4K DVDs I've ever seen. What's that say? American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought
Run Walls.
I thought you were going to flash us for a second there, Pat, but you were just showing us your T-shirt.
No. Is that this?
No, dude, you're the one who started lifting up. I thought it was like, check. I thought you were going to show the wall. Yeah.
Pat, is American Nightmare a movie, or is that a wrestling shirt?
A wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I tell you what, though, like, I've been plowing through Slow Horses with Mrs. Angry on your Plex. We finished the first 4 seasons, and the 5th season is out now. So
yeah, I've got the complete season of 5 as well. Yep.
Yeah. So now I've hooked her on that. I was having a lot of trouble getting her to watch the ones on Plex now, because Slow Horses is so good. So there's a few that I want to at least try it. I wanted to get a look at Severance and what else? Foundation. I think she'd be interested in looking at Foundation. Oh, I don't know if there's a new one that everyone's talking about called Pluribus.
I was just about to say that. Pluribus is fantastic. I watched 1 episode of that, and I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, people were saying from episode 1, 10 out of 10, this is amazing.
Yep,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah.
It's got everyone talking.
Here's the thing. When you made a very good point a while ago about maintaining theme.
Yes.
And I don't think they're going to be able to maintain the theme as, on this. I think it was sort of they
set
shot
the
their
bar
load
really
too
high.
early. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, well, you never know.
Yeah. Man on the Inside. I really love that too, by the way.
Yes, season 2's coming out soon. Man of the
Yeah, I've just started watching season 1, and it's an absolute scream. Yeah.
Ted Danson is fantastic. He's very.
I still haven't watched my Mr. Scorsese show, by the way. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've got to watch it at some point.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, especially when there's an episode called Absolute Cinema. Like it's one of the best phrases in history, as far as film nerds go. Yeah.
Pat,
sorry, Patty, what were you saying, mate?
Josh, the wrestling.
Josh, your wrestler friend.
Yeah, my friend. On Josh YouTube now.
Josh is on YouTube now.
Yeah, me.
You're on YouTube. Oh. Okay, you're gonna have to send us a link, Pat. I'm gonna want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, he can't because he's not on Discord anymore.
Oh, he can find a way to send me a link.
Oh, you're back, are you? You're back on Discord?
No. Is it?
Yeah.
In Josh YouTube. So
you can send me a message on YouTube or something.
Oh, can he do that? Can he?
Yeah, there's messages on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They added messages on Spotify recently too.
Okay, the fact is, like you're seeing this vertical thing here, which I didn't know it was going to do it on YouTube. I won't do that again after tonight. But now this also puts me in because I could do it. I could multi-stream to Twitch as well. Like now there's the vertical things here. I could be doing horizontal on YouTube and vertical on Twitch. Yeah, you get out of shot. But I did like when I'm
still in shot. What do you mean? I'm still in shot.
But on the vertical, it's just like
artistic. There we go. Hey,
can I do half of? Look, let's do this.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, hang on.
It's half Charlie, half angry.
Yeah. Now I need to move back because my head's too big. There we go.
Right.
Hello. Is there anybody out there? Hand up. There we go.
No one who's watching on YouTube knows what the hell we're doing there. But I swear it was a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
You see my friend Josh YouTube?
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, you're gonna have to try and send me a message on Facebook or YouTube, Pat, so I can look at it.
It's there. So, Josh.
All right, it's there. I believe you.
It's there.
You've been told, Angry. That's all you need to know. Go watch it now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's good.
Doctor's asking me how long I've got this on for. It's like, I don't know, 2 to 4 weeks. In another couple of weeks, I'm going to go see a GP. I just realized I've lost this little elastic thing holding it on.
Oh, yeah, you had 2 of them before. Yeah. One still holds, so that's enough.
Yeah, but I only just realized, damn, it's probably in my bed somewhere.
You haven't had that all stream. You only had one.
No, it was only on stream that I noticed the other one was missing.
Suffer, to reply to your question or his point about menu log, I first started using menu log when the whole, ordering online thing started. Me and Sophie get a pizza every week, just about on menu log. And when they do the wrong thing or forget something, menu log just screw you about like crazy. As the old phrase from Lethal Weapon 2 goes, they fuck you in the drive-through, you know. Right? But DoorDash are incredible. They give you the option of having the money back in your account in 5 days, or having the money put on credit so you can use it on your next order, or having the whole order just sent to you again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is where those services should have been. And if Menulog was doing that right from the start, instead of chapping their asses together like they were, I would have stuck with Menulog and they would probably be open still. Well, a lot of other people would have as well, stuck with them as well. But DoorDash, the way they respect customers and you know, like, it fucks over the shops. I mean, I ordered chicken treat. You know, our Red Rooster in WA is called Chicken Treat. It's a different company, but it's the same kind of deal, right?
Same thing, yeah.
And they forgot the chips.
Yeah.
How dare they? We had 3 large chips that we ordered with our meal. I told DoorDash this, the AI read it, and sent us the whole fucking meal deal a second time over.
Okay.
Everything. Whole chicken, you know, peas, you know, like, you know, when you get a roast meal and stuff like that. Yeah. You get a roast, but instead with chips in this place, you know. And no, we do have Red Rooster, but it has failed. It is like the Starbucks over here. It is dying. You know what I mean? Like, we've got 1 Starbucks in WA, I think, left. You know, and sadly, it's in my freaking town.
Best of news. My best friend Fox, a dad now.
Your best friend Fox is...
That's great news. Did he have a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Oh, wow.
Son.
Your best friend Fox is a dad. I was really worried that Home Fidelity was so excited because I thought you said your best friend Fox was dead, and Home Fidelity's like, "Oh wow, awesome!" And I was like, "Okay, that's harsh."
I'm very good at understanding that.
He's a dad. That is cool. That's really good.
Yeah, no, I've got a knack for understanding, Pat.
Yeah, that's all good.
Josh said to me, I see Josh. You see Fox? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Josh. Fox is there? Yeah. Josh said, no, Josh. No, they're gonna a dad now.
Dad.
I can hear you. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
I love your surprise face, Pat. You really just go. You're. It's like, I'm surprised. I love your surprise face. It's very expressive.
I think you have better chance of understanding Pat when you're in person with him, like chatting to him face to face rather than online. Yeah.
Well, again, Pat, you're always asking if we're going to have a meetup. Look, we've been talking about maybe doing it because Juzzy was talking about moving to Melbourne, and we might.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if he's going to be around, and if you can come up with Rob or someone, and Safa might come up.
Safa wants to join too. Yep.
That's my worker.
And I reckon Dr. Abigail will be on it too. I reckon.
Yeah. You never know. Greg might be able to come. Heine might be able to come, but this is just possible at the moment. This is not a definite thing,
and it's not like a big meetup like the old ones used to be.
No, it's just hang out. Yeah, just hang out, have some lunch, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And you can bring your friend. What's his friend's name that came last time with you?
As Rob, but he's also talking about maybe his carer will come.
Me, Rob, no friend no more. They're friends.
Oh, that's right. Made up. Yeah.
I think, but anyway, we maybe have something happening. This might be after Christmas, so January, February.
If I was down, I'd be like, "Come on, let's go fucking bar hopping," like We've got to try out all these cocktail places as many as I can.
I don't know.
Hey, again, Charlie, if you and Soph ever come over, we'll definitely do a cocktail bar hop. But
Yeah. Especially that one that has all those nice cheeses. When I heard about that, I was drooling all over the keyboard.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
that sounds great.
The
I
gin
got one.
the gin palace that Abigail and I called the cheese palace because we had such a good cheese platter there. But yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, we're even talking about because young Ms. Angry and Mrs. Angry's lady's birthday is only about a week, like less than 2 weeks apart. We're saying like, oh, maybe we'll just have a catch-up dinner. And because the last time we all caught up with a thing, we went to Black Kite Commune in the city. That's the place that has all the Australian food. Like you can get kangaroo and crocodile and emu and you get all these different, Australian fauna in the food. And honestly, the food's really good. The cocktails are good too. So we're talking about maybe going back there because we all liked that last time we were there. But
don't you have a scoring book that you have a rating of?
And I don't know if Mrs. Angry, because it's not really a date night place. Like the city places, we don't really regard as date night places. But I think here's the other funny thing. Like, I've been putting Google reviews on the places we go to date night. And we had the last weekend away and I put on, like, Google is so needy. They're like, dude, you did this many reviews. If you do some more, we call you an expert reviewer. Don't you?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're just asking me to do free work for you. But
we'll call you a more important person if you do, and feed your ego. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like just putting a positive review for places I like. And I don't think I did do one for Black Kite Commune. So if we go back, I'll probably do it. And I was also looking for an excuse. This month, Death & Co. Australia opens here in Melbourne. I definitely got a book in there because they do bookings, and that they actually took over a venue we used to go to. It was called Trinket, and they took over that venue. It has a downstairs bit. It's like in one of the laneways in Melbourne, and I don't know if Death & Co. are going to do it, but Trinket used to do a thing like you're in the top floor, and there's what looks like a wardrobe. And if you're in the know when you've booked for downstairs, you open the wardrobe door and you sort of push through some curtains, and then there's some stairs going down to the downstairs bar.
Oh, it's like a speakeasy kind of.
Yeah. I don't know if Death & Co. are going to maintain that, but they definitely, because I've looked, you can book. There's the upstairs and downstairs for them. So I'm going to have to check that out.
It does seem like a waste of like room unless, it's being filled, Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
Is this in the city, in Melbourne?
Yeah, this is in the city.
So that's expensive rent, yeah.
Yeah. And also the other new one I have to check out, the Caretaker's Cottage, which keeps getting ranked as the top Australian cocktail bar, and it is very good. But they opened a second bar that they call Three Horses, and those are basically right next door to where I work in the city. So I was messaging Kirsten at one point. She's going, "Oh, the second bar from Caretaker's Cottage is open," and I'm like, "I'm there. You want to name it?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'll go in and we'll check it out."
Waste no time, especially being close to work. You can also zip in for a drink on the way home or something if you want.
And also, that's the only time you get inside at Caretaker's Cottage if you go there. Really, like they open at 4:00 in the afternoon. If you get there before 5, you can get a seat inside. But oh my God.
Another place I want to check out is that whiskey bar that has all those hundreds of different types of whiskeys.
Yeah, the one where Dr. and Abigail and where Greg and Tiny.
You made a video, yeah.
That's like across the road from where Dr. Abigail lives, like not literally across the road, but more or less. It's called the Elysian Whiskey Bar, and the guys who run it are so cool. Like I think they learn their trade.
They're so passionate about whiskey. Yeah. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
yeah, they like learned their trade in Singapore, I think, working in bars in Singapore. But those guys are so cool. They're so nice. And it's like, I love, not every time, but very regularly, I'll do like a whiskey tasting flight. I'll go like, oh, this is the vibe. I want to, and you also put a price limit on it because they have some very expensive whiskeys. You go,
Right.
I want a vibe that kind of does this, and the price limit's here. And they go, yeah, you go. I love the last time I went there with Dr. Abigail, going, let's get a flight and we'll taste it. And I went, oh, that one there looked like that's there's a Tasmanian whiskey called Warbs Harbour, WAUB, Warbs Harbour. And I went to a whiskey festival and I tasted, I don't know, 20 whiskeys, and that was my favorite. I thought, we'll try that. And I said, let's and we said, let's do around the world. I think we did. Because we basically saw a Scotch whiskey with a fun label. When I like the label, so we'll get that one. And I want Warbs Harbour, and then there was an American one as well. So let's get that. They all turned out to be cask strength. That wasn't planned. So that's like 57% and up.
And you're crawling home.
So they were between like 57 and 65% ABV. But I love that without meaning to, we had this cask strength flight. I said, well, I want this Warbs Harbour one. And when, that Scotch has got a fun label. And okay, that American one looks interesting. So we're going to do a world globe-trotting one. And they all turned out to be cask strength.
Is this like the equivalent of like a tasting paddle when you go to a brewery?
Yeah. So a tasting paddle or a tasting flight are the same thing.
Flight.
Yeah.
New word. I didn't know there was a flight. And paddle. Yeah. So when they put drinks on a piece of wood and they bring it over to you, and it's and you can.
What I love, they'll put the bottles in front of you. They'll go like, "Here's your taste."
Oh wow!
And here's the bottles. Just look at them and go.
That can be influential. If I see that in front of me, that might like how you do your samples blinded.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that because the bottles can influence you.
They definitely do. When you know what you're drinking, it influences how you take. People like to go, no, they think they're above it and go like, no, the power of suggestion doesn't affect me. But the power of suggestion it's been
proven over and over. Same with earlier Heine was talking about amplifiers to me. And it's the same goes with that. A brand name for a stereo can really influence your respect of the sound quality and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Your preconceptions definitely come in.
Even the shape of the speaker can be your influence. If you think, sometimes better speakers can be tiny because they can do wonders by outputting lots of power through tiny speakers nowadays. But everyone's like, oh no, it's got to be a big speaker with lots of different cones and stuff like that. It's got to be 8 ohms. It can't be 6 and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Whereas some of the best are like 6 ohms now because they found this balance between it's a high and the lows. It's right there set in the middle. Whereas 8 fading towards bass.
There was this shit they sold a few years ago about gold, like gold cables and gold plugs on things.
Yeah, monster wires pretty much lived off that whole thing. Yeah.
Complete bullshit. But people bought it.
Not just Pioneer. Denon. Denon was a brand name that people used to write about. Kenwood was actually considered quite good at the time as well.
Names affect how people perceive things. There's no
but then there was some incredible amps that came out of places like Tandy. There was a company that Tandy owned called Realistic, and
I remember Realistic.
Yeah, they were considered by the music fans as cheap shit, like the Audi of amplifiers. But if you put them on side by side, see you, Pat. Side by side, a lot of music experts couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. Sorry,
Speaking of Aldi, I've seen repeatedly, like wines, like Aldi has cheap wines.
Yeah.
as well. I've seen repeatedly in blind tasting, Aldi wines compete favorably with wines that cost 4 to 10 times more.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're so cheap. I cook with them constantly because they're
Right.
yummy.
Yeah.
They're really cheap, but they're really rich and full, which is great when you're cooking with like a red meat.
Mm. Right. I desperately have to
Yeah,
pee.
we haven't. We went through Melburnian bars and restaurants in between amplifiers and movies. You know.
Yeah, and that's a good mix. Okay, I desperately have to pee, so I'm going to sign
Yeah, no,
off.
wrap it up. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow is a happening thing, so you'll take care. But
And I'll get on to editing.
bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked!